What's good, y'all, man? I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back on the channel, man. I just wanted to say I upgraded again. I know last time y'all seen me on here, I had a Jeep. Royally got robbed on the deal with the Jeep. Wasn't sitting right, so I went and bought me a Ram 1500. And this video is about that hood because it was a regular white Ram. Wasn't a black top edition. I've actually been blacking everything out. That's why my wheels are still chrome and black, and I still got the chrome on the sides. But for the most part, I have been blacking everything out myself. But I'm gonna get y'all right into what most people in probably the 1500 community wanted to see. It is my TRX style hood and the fitment of it and things you should know, whether you're trying to go OEM or aftermarket, because trust me, I went to go OEM first, found out all the problems and what I would have to do to make an OEM TRX hood fit. So then I went aftermarket. So let me turn it around and let y'all see this thing up close so we can get right into the video. All right, here's my 2019 Ram 1500 limited edition. It is not the night edition. I did have this painted when I got the hood painted. This hood, by far, I'm liking it a whole lot. I was gonna wait and shoot this video when they actually got ready to paint my vent back black. I believe that once they painted it, since it was freshly painted, they didn't want to go and tape that off and take the chance of messing up the hood at all. I'm not for sure, but that's my guess. So they told me bring it back to them in 2 weeks and that they will spray this mesh black so it'll match my vents. So the reason I do not have a TRX style hood on here is because the TRX hood is longer than these. Now I know everybody's like, hey, what was you gonna do about this flap right here? Because the TRX is flat straight across and ours have that that gap right there. And actually the crazy thing about it is it doesn't look bad. Even with the flat hood, the TRX hood on here, when I put it on here, it looked amazing. That little cutout was there, but the TRX, if you pay attention, I'll put a little clip in here in a second. There's a little spot where it bubbles up. So it still lines up with this. It's just that it's straight across. But it didn't look bad. But the only thing about it was the TRX hood is longer and it was coming all the way down to here. And then the fenders didn't match up. And I know everybody's like, well, the TRX is a wide body, so the fenders aren't supposed to line up. Well, with some cars, the body lines still will match up and then the fenders were just wider. But the TRX, they did make sure that you're not just gonna swap that out, that you were gonna have to basically do a whole front end conversion to do it. Because if I did the hood, I was gonna have to do the fenders, and then doing the fenders, I was gonna have to change the grill, and changing the grill, I was gonna have to change the bumper, and it was just, I was gonna have to order this piece. It was just gonna be a whole hassle. So what I did is I had ordered from the site, I went aftermarket and I ordered from this site before. It's called bmcextremecustoms.net. I'll put it on the screen here in a second. But I ordered from them because I had ordered from them once before. Now I do want to warn everybody, if you look at their reviews on Google, they don't have the greatest review. Some people do not like this company, some people do. What I honestly believe they do is basically they are a company that they order these hoods from everybody else. Like they'll order the wide body kit from Bike Rez, and then from the other people that make it, and they basically the third party, they grab it and then they send it to you. So they buy some and then they send them out, just like a lot of places do. But sometimes you get stuff or you get held up with shipping and you're talking to them, but they're still trying to get it from the other people. So I've seen a lot of horror stories with them. I can honestly say that with my experience, I had 2 good experiences with them with my hoods. Now, there's one thing on there's 2 things on this hood. We're gonna see if we can fix this body line right here. This is the only body line that is that I don't like, that it just kind of sticks out a little bit more than it should. And they tell me when I bring it back, they'll try and adjust it, see if they can fix that in some kind of way to make it fit more flush. And then the only other thing that I didn't like is that they didn't put the mesh in these grills. So This is a fiberglass hood, and you can see that's the back side of the fiberglass because it's two hoods, it's two pieces put together, is how this hood is made. So instead of them putting the mesh in this side, they basically just left it open. Now, when it got painted, it came out fine. It doesn't look bad. You don't really see it, but when you see it unpainted and everything on the line, you're just like, why would you leave that open? Especially if you're gonna put the mesh here, you're gonna put this mesh here, grill here, you should have put it there. Because I had a Scat Pack, a 2000, I wanna say it was 16 Scat Pack Charger, and I put the Killer Bee hood on it, and it's basically like the Viper hood. It got the 3 scoops, and they had the mesh in it. So I'm assuming that this one was gonna have the mesh, but when it got here, it didn't. I wrote the company, they're supposed to let me know, but I feel like they're just gonna pull me around. So I just went ahead and painted it and threw it on because I wasn't about to wait over that mesh, knowing that 9 times out of 10, they weren't gonna do anything about it. So that is my only fitment issue, is that right there. And then the mesh in there. Those are the only problems that I looked at that I didn't like about the hood, that I wish I would have known ahead of time, but it is what it is. Not too expensive of a hood. I want to say it was like $750 and then about $200 shipping and handling, so right under $1,000. I personally paid about $450 to get my hood painted to match the truck and get my grill blacked out. So I caught a very good deal on that. I cannot stand chrome. I'll even put a clip in here of what the truck looked like before, when it had the chrome grill and the old hood, just so you can see the difference. And then I have been doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that, just blacking everything out. So I deleted the ram up here. I am gonna black this out in a little bit. We blacked out the side mirrors, we tinted the blinkers. I gloss blacked out the door handles. We went to the back and we tinted the third brake light. I did put LED brake lights, LED lights in there. We added the carbon fiber right here. I actually wanted just a gloss black, but I couldn't find one. So eventually I'll probably either wrap this or find a black one and replace it. And then we did the tint overlays. I'm gonna eventually tint this entire tail light. We also did the black badging all the way around because all of this badging was chrome. I did the black cover for the tailgate. And then I also did the spoiler here. And I actually mounted this spoiler comes with double-sided tape. As you can see, that tape like lifts up a little bit. So I didn't want this thing flying off. So I actually drilled the holes and I put the little push pins in and secured this thing to the truck. Some people, they might not want to do that, but I did not want to take any chances of that thing coming off. It looks really good. It's just a basic extension of the truck. Looks amazing. So that's the walk around basically of my 2019 Ram Limited. I love it. You can see I got the panoramic roof, the big screen. These were the things that sold it for me. It was definitely the panoramic and the big screen. Coming from the Hellcat and into the Jeep, I actually was going to wait until next year and I was gonna buy a Track Hawk, but I just didn't feel like that was a good investment, having the family, kids and everything that line, going and buying a $80,000 to $90,000 Jeep and having to, you know, try to put my kids in there, having 2 little girls and then a 10-year-old girl and then my girl. I just felt like I shouldn't spend $80,000 on a Jeep, especially when you're talking about $80,000 to $85,000 and it has 40,000 to 50,000 miles. The markup on those cars are ridiculous. So I was like, what else will I get that I will love? And I was like, you know what? I love a truck. So the Jeep was getting on my nerves, so we got out of the Jeep and got us a truck for a really good deal and started modding on it. I do have some plans and everything. So for my YouTubers that want to stay with me, I probably won't be YouTubing as much, like every week, all that type of stuff, because I'm not trying to be a full-time YouTuber anymore. It's just like the YouTube community is dying down, but I am here to still provide, you know, assistance on anything that people need and want to get done to their trucks, to their cars, because I'm still going to do a lift kit. I'm going to do wider wheels. I'm going to do my lights. I'm going to do all of that type of stuff. I also already installed 212s in the Fox box, which are amazing back here. The Fox box, the ones that says Ram over there, and I got the 212s in there, and this thing sounds great. So that's what I've been up to, man. I know a lot of people haven't seen me for a long time. It's been a very long time since I uploaded a video, but I only felt it was right to, you know, after I did this to the hood, and I've done a couple mods, I'm really loving the truck. I was just like, man, let me get back out here. So I really just wanted to get back in front of the camera and show y'all my truck, show y'all the beginning process. I'll, you know, like I said, throw the clips in there somewhere in this video of what it looked like before. I don't know if I'm gonna go and get those wheels powder coated all black, just because eventually I'm going to go ahead and change them and have these as spares. So a part of me is like, well, since you're keeping their spares, go ahead and get them put as all black, because when you do throw them on there, you're gonna want them to be all black. And the other part of me is like, well, you know, if you have to throw your spares back on there, who cares? Because you won't really ride them that often. But the Hellcat was a show car, and I plan on making this a show truck. I plan on doing some crazy things to it. So stay tuned for my build on my truck. It's not going to happen fast. I am still, you know, a dad, trying to provide for his family and everything that line, but it is going to happen. One of my pet peeves is buying a truck or buying a vehicle and looking like everybody else. That's why I mod mine so heavily, because I just can't stand it. It irks me. And now that the hood is on there, it does look a lot different, which I am very happy about. Let's just walk around again. I'm very happy about how aggressive that hood looks on there. And what's crazy is I couldn't find anybody with this hood. Even the company, they had the pictures of the hood, but they didn't have anybody that had it installed. So that's the other reason why I'm bringing you this video, so that the Ram community can see, like, if they did want to get this hood, there is somebody that has the hood and somebody that did a video on it, because that's the whole point of being on YouTube, man. Letting everybody see what you've done. Sometimes letting people see your mistakes so that they don't make them. Because the whole time I was getting ready to buy that TRX hood, I had an OEM TRX hood come in, and thank God the people at Dodge, they were like, hey, we're not going to sell you something that doesn't fit, because we know you're trying to put it on your 1500. They was like, it says it should fit, but there's going to be modifications. So they actually let me pull the truck into the shop. They took my hood off. They put the TRX hood on. I didn't get video of that because one, I just didn't want to whip out my phone and just start videotaping these random guys without asking them their permission. But yeah, the TRX hood will not go on there. Just will have the lineup problems, because they did make it. And the reason why I was so adamant about it is I came from the Charger. I can take anything off one of those Chargers and swap it out and basically, you know, just completely make it what I want to. They would not let you do that with the 1500 and that TRX hood. So we're gonna do some other crazy things, but we went to an aftermarket hood. And tell me in the comments, guys, be honest, please, no rude comments. I don't care if you say you don't like it, just don't be rude. But tell me honestly, like, hey, nah, I don't like it. I like the stock hood, or I like the Rebel hood better, the sports hood, or nah, this thing looks good. Just tell me what you think of the truck, man, because I personally really like it. It took a little bit, like when I first put it on there the first day, I was like, woo. I mean, it looks different. That scoop right there, that flare, that thing is big. But as I walked up to it over and over and over again, I'm just like, man, that looks a lot better, looks a lot more aggressive. So I can't wait till I can get more aggressive stance with the rims and tires and get it lifted and just, man, set this thing off. So y'all stay tuned, man. Thank y'all once again for tuning in to Red Key TV. Until next time, I'm out.